Hey, I'm Chris and thanks for joining me on my next build series on YouTube, the Aoshima Liberty Walk Lamborghini Huracan. And this is my next ambassador project. I'm pleased to announce that this kit is the next project. Ever since I seen it when it was released last year as a brand new kit, it just looked superb. And I'm a big fan of the Liberty Walk styling. I have built previously the Aoshima Liberty Walk R35. It was the Advan kit, the version 2.2. I really liked that. There was a little bit of work to do on that one. I had to cut the arches to fit the Liberty Walk arches onto it. With this one though, the arches are already moulded into the actual body shell itself. On the side there, a little bit of information, easy assembly, colour coded parts, easy model kit for beginners. And I will go through this when we're looking through the kit parts and whatnot. I genuinely think it'd be great even if he was a first timer. And there we have it, the picture of the finished model of the Huracan. And as for the look, do you know what? I absolutely love how slammed it is to the ground. Yeah, I think it's a really nice looking car. More so with the Liberty Walk kit on it, absolutely, for sure. As for the box, yeah. Pretty nice box. It's a bit different to the others. You see a lot of plain white boxes and stuff. This one's quite nice. There's quite a lot of colour on it, and they're the authentic Lamborghini authentication sticker as such, license sticker. And there we have it. The box, cracking. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. Now the first thing I'm going to start with is the instruction booklet. I mean, look at this. Already this is the front cover. It looks amazing. And as you can see from here, it's in full colour, and you open it up, and it is like it is a book. There's that much colour in it. It's almost like a comic book. I think fantastic. It really is to see this book of such quality, with all the colour, and it's great references. As you can see there, positioned to put a sticker. We'll see what comes in the box sticker-wise shortly. But again, already for beginners, the stickers, it's a great place to start with such a nice looking kit. There we've got the adjustable, the camber for the wheels, so it's on like a swing arch as such, and then the girder, what looks like a girder, the box as such. They go in a certain way. They do have arrows, but with them you can adjust the height, and you can do all that after it's fully assembled. Again, I think as it looks, as it stands, just looking at this and the parts, it's a very, very well engineered kit. I've seen a few people build them. I've seen a few videos. It does look like it goes together pretty well. A lot of it looks like it just can almost pretty much clip together, to be fair. But again, I've touched on it already about the content of this book and how it's full colour and it's full photo images really. I don't think you could get a better visual representation of the parts you're working on at the time. I think it's really clear, especially with it being in colour. It just makes it a lot easier, a lot clearer. So when you're working through your actual model yourself, you're not going to get in a bit of a flap, trying to go, oh, what's this, what's that. It's there in full colour, and yeah, again, for beginners, quite happily, I'd easily recommend this as it stands. And from what I've seen, for sure, absolutely. I mean, this bit here, we'll get on touch base with that in a short while when we look at the sticker, the decals and stuff that comes in the box. And as you see there, the windows, they go in from the outside. I think they almost clip in as well, so you're quite fortunate not have to glue them in if need be. And from what I've seen, I don't recall seeing anyone gluing them in. So again, for beginners or anyone, the daunting task of putting clear parts in and having to glue them in, it's a very scary task at times, even for the most experienced. One slip or not careful, you can just have a bit of hazing and whatnot. But yeah, it's just, well, you can see it there. You can see it in the video. It's a beautiful book. And then we've got all the parts, the paint colour number, sorry. If you wanted to paint it yourself, customise it, And now we've got the actual photos of how it should look, the parts assembled with the stickers or the decals and stuff. So yeah, as you know, as you're working through the kit, painting or leaving it as it is, beginner experience, to have such great visual representation and such detail in this book, as you can see, I think it's a great point. So yeah, I think it's a really well put together instruction booklet, and you know what? I don't think you could ask for any more, really. It's yeah, great book. Happy days. So now let's look at some other bits. First up, we've got the decal sheet. Nice, crisp, clean decals as you usually expect from Aoshima, and there's quite a lot of bits on there. And then big black, the triangles will obviously go on the sides, so like the air venting and such. But not only have you got that sheet, you've also got the sticker sheet. And this sticker sheet here, I'm going to finally pick it up. Again, really nice detail, and as you can see, if you catch it in the reflection, they're all pre-cut as well. It's nice to see this sticker sheet as a duplicate of the decal sheet as such. So again, as mentioned many a time already, you'll get bored of it soon. Beginners, yeah, great. And as you can see, you've got all the great detailed stickers there of this sheet as well, and also the window trims. It's one of my biggest pet hates, is having to paint the window trims. So do you know what, I might actually use some of these stickers, and I'll definitely be using the window stickers. And talking about the window stickers, we've got these. So as you can see, all the shapes, you've actually got the inner square, the inner shape as such, so you can attach that to the clear part and spray around it, or you can use the outer part of the stickers instead of having to spray it or paint it. So you can just use the stickers themselves. So that was a really great touch. So on to the first part sprue. As you can see, got a bit of the chassis there. We've also got some of the interior, such as the centre console bit. We've got some of the seats, the door cards. Very nicely moulded, really nice in fact. And the actual finish themselves is very good. There's quite a decent amount of detail. And if you was a beginner just starting out as your first kit and you didn't want to paint anything, do you know what? I think if all this was assembled, it wouldn't look odd if you didn't paint it. If you just put it together and just popped it inside and just fitted it with zero paint, I don't think it would look bad at all. Purely because of the finish of the mouldings. It's the quality. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, as you can see there, you got the what looks, I think there's the front splitter. I'm not sure if it's I think that was the back grille. You've got side skirts. I think you've got like a rear valance or something, possibly with the exhaust attached to. There you got the wiper blades attached to the trim. See, do you know what? I don't think there's any, if I remember correctly, after looking, I don't think there's any part of the body you need to mask off to paint the trim if you don't want to, which is great because there's a lot of people that don't like doing the masking and the spraying of the window trims. This comes with decals to do the little black trims on the sides for the air vents, or the black stickers to do the air vents, or you could, if you wanted to, mask them off and paint them up. Got here is the running gear as such. You don't really see any suspension because it's got this instead. So you've got the two boxes at the top there with the arrows, so obviously which way to put them in, and then below them you've got the swing arms, so you can actually adjust those as per the camber you want in. And then the discs, what the actual discs and the calipers go on individually, and you'll see them shortly. And we've got some body panels here, such as some of the air side skirts, air intake sort of things on the sides, some panels, the calipers individually on their own, which is great. So you can paint these separately away from the discs if you was going to paint. If not, you could leave them. That's a pretty cool colour. They're moulded really nicely. Some clear bed parts for the rear lights, again touching on screws and stuff, as I mentioned about the trims for the windows. I think they clip in. I think a lot of these clear parts, I think most of them, I think they all just clip in. I had a quick breeze through the instruction booklet itself, and I will have a proper look as well, but I do think it just near enough just clips in, which is great. So if we can use as little glue as possible on the exterior, everyone's happy. You're not going to risk getting any haze. Sometimes, because I will be honest, sometimes I do have the odd accident or two or three or four or maybe 5. But it's one of those things, it happens. There you can see the cambered tyres, some really big fat ones on the back, very nice. The discs, as you can see as well, same as the calipers, these are on the separate parts on their own. So if you wanted to paint these up, even if you wanted to leave them alone, the actual finish on them was really good. The main parts of the wheels, you see like I'd say matte or more semi-gloss black. These for me, I will be clearing them over. I'm going to attach the decals in the centre of the hub and then get them cleared over. These are the barrels for the rims, and as you see there on, I think they look absolutely fantastic. Like I say, I just think I'd want to clear the spokes to match the outer barrel, just so it's all nice and glossy. The clear parts, the front and the back, the side windows, the front main window. So there's not many clear parts, and if you notice, there's a slight blue tint to it, just the tiniest amount. I think it's a really nice touch. Now then, onto the body. So for the body, I've had a look over it, and it is superb. There is a couple of tiny mould lines. I think you could, if you was a beginner, if you wanted to leave them, you could quite easily leave them, because I don't actually think they're that obvious. And just looking over it, I mean, it's a nice finish. I mean, you can tell it's plastic, but still, it is a very nice finish. Sometimes when you look at some body shells, when you've taken them straight out of the box, you can see the mould, you know, the injection marks, and you know, the swirls from the molding process. I mean, look at that. I'll be honest, it looks awesome. It does look great. It's got a great shine to it. Really nice reflection, and there's hardly any imperfections in the moulding. It's just, well, what can I say? It's an Aoshima kit. It's a Liberty Walk, Lamborghini. It's just beautiful, and the kit is fantastic. But also, before I sign off, I just want to say a massive thank you for Aoshima for sending me one out of their brand new Aoshima cutting mats. And as you can see, it's double-sided. It's cracking quality. It looks absolutely fantastic. It's nice and solid and thick, and it's so crisp and clean, and I think it looks great. And I think it's definitely going to be one that, you know, if you wanted to cut out some bits of tape and things like that, or even just for displaying stuff for photos, it's a great little cutting mat. So yeah, a massive thank you for sending me this Lamborghini through, and a massive thank you for sending me this cutting mat through. I really do appreciate it. I cannot wait to start getting on to working on this kit, getting some painting down, and seeing how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep your eyes out for the next video soon, and look after yourselves. Cheers. Bye.